The amazing Beethoven. Ludwig van Beethoven is a super important person in music history. His awesome music connected the classical and romantic periods. Beethoven's powerful music still sounds great hundreds of years later. His life was full of both good times and bad times. Beethoven's story is one of never giving up and the amazing power of the human spirit. A talented kid in Bonn. Ludwig van Beethoven was born in Bonn, Germany in 1770. He was really good at music when he was little. Beethoven's dad, a musician, saw how talented his son was. He started teaching young Ludwig music really hard. When Beethoven was only 12, he published his first song. People quickly realized he was a great keyboard player. In 1792, he moved to Vienna, the music center of Europe. There, he learned from the famous composer Joseph Haydn. Success and sadness in Vienna. Beethoven did really well in Vienna. He quickly became famous as a piano player and composer. His early music sounded like the classical style of Haydn and Mozart. But Beethoven started to create his own special sound. He made his music really emotional and powerful. During this time, he wrote amazing pieces like the Pathetique Sonata and the Moonlight Sonata. Something sad happened when he was in his late 20s. Beethoven started to lose his hearing. This really affected him. He had a hard time dealing with losing such an important sense. But Beethoven didn't give up. He kept writing lots of music. During this time, he wrote some of his most famous pieces. These include the awesome Eroica Symphony and the powerful Symphony No. 5. When Beethoven got older, he couldn't hear very well at all. He stayed away from people. His music became more thoughtful and serious. Even though he was lonely, Beethoven kept writing amazing music. He finished the majestic Ninth Symphony, which has the famous Ode to Joy. He also wrote his late string quartets. These are thought to be some of the deepest and most moving pieces ever written for that type of music. Probably the most famous piece of classical music is Beethoven's Symphony No. 5. The beginning of the symphony, 4 notes, da-da-da-da, is super famous. It sounds like fate knocking at the door. You can hear these notes throughout the whole symphony. They connect all 4 parts. The symphony goes from the dramatic and exciting first part to the pretty and flowing second part. The third part builds up and then explodes into the triumphant finale. Symphony No. 5 shows how brilliant Beethoven was. It's a powerful story about people fighting against hard times. The symphony's ideas of fate, struggle, and winning in the end still mean a lot to people today. Beethoven's music lasts forever. He inspires musicians and music fans all over the world even today.